Alright guys, welcome to the video. Today we're going to go on a pretty fun little adventure here. Found a mountain lake, small mountain lake I was able to land near on the side of a mountain at about 10,000. Pretty neat spot and pretty incredible view off the side of this mountain where it dropped off. So yeah, this was pretty fun and let's jump right into it. Alright, so this is the first spot I landed. It's kind of a pit stop, and this was a pretty windy day all day in the mountains, and you know, you can get beat up there doing this, but you also can use it to your advantage. And so, you know, sometimes it'll line up for you, and you can bring your ground speeds way down at those high altitudes, which is actually worth a lot. Alright, so I'm going to stand this direction so the wind hopefully isn't too noisy. It's pretty windy up here, but a cool spot. And there's like little pieces of BLM mixed in with Forest Service land. And there's a couple other spots real close by I could see from the air that I want to check out, because one of them may allow me to land on BLM on this big edge of this plateau and then access some water via the Forest Service land that it butts into. So we'll see if it's landable. I didn't go check it yet. I really needed to take a whiz, and so I thought I'd stop here and eat my lunch and take a little break here. But pretty little spot for sure. Found myself a nice little place here in the shade and the trees. So yeah, so it's kind of windy out there, but you know, I'll take it, especially if it, you know, it lines up enough to help me land, which it happened to on this spot. Brought my ground speed down real nice because we're at like 10.5 or so. So it's always nice to have some help from the wind. The thing I don't like is after you land and then you're just standing there and getting pelted with wind and it's not real warm, you know, and that kind of thing. So I was able to escape over here into this nice little chunk of forest, and then I'm out of the wind, so it's perfect combo. So after I had some lunch, took a little break, I hopped back in and flew over to this spot of the mountain. It's this big kind of shelf protruding out from the mountain with a pretty impressive drop off down to the valley, and a really pretty spot. Again, if it was greened up, it'd just be absolutely beautiful. So may have to come back, but having access to that water is really neat. This was a tricky landing. There's a lot of rocks hidden in this field. There's not a lot of this area that's landable, and the wind was not cooperating quite as much as I'd like as far as direction, and it was very unstable because it was coming up over the edge of this cliff, and it was a little bit of a wild landing. Kind of dropped it in there, but managed not to hit any rocks, and it all worked out pretty well. You got to see the view from the edge here. This camera isn't going to do it justice, but This is a pretty solid view right here. Oh man, if this was all green down there in that valley, whoo-wee. Pretty impressive. Yeah, that is awfully nice. No complaints here. Well, somebody had a rough day up here on the big plateau, Skeleton Plateau. I just keep walking, trying to find this lake down here, and I just keep walking, and the lake just keeps looking like it's about the same distance away. Airplane's getting rather small, though. A lot further than it looks. As usual, you fly across it in 2 seconds, and then go to walk across it. It takes an hour. So after 3 days of walking, I finally made it here. Pretty nice. Like I say, I'm just a little too early this year. You know, when this turns real green, assuming it does, man, this would be an absolutely beautiful destination. Not a lot of places I can access that water. There's only a handful I found. So to be able to park somewhat close and then walk over here isn't bad. It's pretty nice. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. Patreons, thank you for the direct support of this channel. I appreciate it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was a fun place, neat spot. Maybe come back sometime when it's greener. We'll see. I wanted to get this out. I've got some other footage I've already recorded of a new pretty cool mod on the plane. So we'll be diving into that soon. Haven't even started Volume 2 of the Off-Airport video. I really am trying to get to that. You guys brought up some good ideas that you wanted me to talk about, and I appreciate that. So at some point I'm going to get into that, but flying's coming up. It's that time of year, thankfully. Hopefully it'll stop snowing soon. All right, guys, thanks for watching. You know the deal. I'll see you on the next one.